Hello, America, and everywhere else in the world. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Corey Has a Podcast. I am your host, Corey Easley, and I'm back again for a brand new episode. It's another week of being busy, getting into your week, doing the shit you gotta do, the shit people are expecting you to do. Can you believe that there are people out there that no one is expecting to be somewhere? You ever think about that? You ever think about how, can you imagine if you woke up in the morning and decided, you know what? I'm just not going to show up to wherever I'm expected to show up today. And I'm not going to tell anybody why. I'm not going to give any notice about it. I'm just not going to do it. People would probably assume you got kidnapped. People would probably call the police. And there'd be an investigation. There'd be a missing person ad for you, because we are way more important than we think. I think in terms of showing up to places. Sometimes shit gets hard and we just think like, fuck it, what does it matter anyway? I mean, I think like that sometimes. I'm like, fuck, it doesn't matter anyway. I guess like they'll just find someone else to do it, and they will find someone else to do it, but you'll fuck a bunch of people over that day if you just don't show up. Somebody's got to do the thing that you do. So, yeah, you are replaceable, but not immediately. So that's kind of comforting, right? Don't you feel a little bit better about your place in life? You should. And if you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. I do know that one of my favorite features at the end of the day is the do not disturb feature. You press this little do not disturb button on your device, on your mobile device, and it makes it so people know that you are not interested in engaging with them at the time. And I know sometimes I come on here and it sounds like I want to be antisocial. I don't. I'm just so social on a daily basis that sometimes it's nice to unwind and disconnect. I've been doing this new thing where I'm trying to learn how to sleep better, and it's hard. I thought it was going to be easy because whenever I try to do something and put effort into things, I tend to actually succeed at them. And I feel like people who put effort into things usually do succeed at those things, right? Effort goes a long way. But some things you just need a little bit of help. And I am not a good sleeper. And I've recently found that out. And I know I've mentioned it a couple episodes back, but it's like, shit, man, like it's just not really getting better. And then I'm like, have I been operating for all these almost 33 years of life just on poor sleep? And the answer is probably yes. And I'm not like laying in bed freaking out or any of that shit, but like I do lay down and just my mind will just choose to start racing. I even do this shit where like I'm starting to doze off and then I'll start acknowledging it. Like I'll start celebrating that I'm falling asleep low key. Like I'll be laying there like, oh yeah, this is it. It's happening now, and I'm awake again. So it's not happening. Like I'll like get so excited that I'm falling asleep that I'll become fucking hyper alert, and it just doesn't help. But I did a thing recently that has been kind of helpful, where I go on YouTube and they got this black screen thing that you put on your TV or whatever. You have access to YouTube on your TV these days. Remember when you had to like specifically go on a computer for it? Now it's everywhere. I remember when YouTube came out, a lot of people knew about it before me, but I'm slow as shit. Anyway, I put this thing on. It's a black screen, and it just plays the sound of like rain on a beach with like subtle thunder in the background. It's like sleeping through a storm that's not really a scary storm, and that kind of has been helping. Like I've done that 2 times. And it's worked twice. Now, it's like, oh, you've done it twice and it's worked? Why don't you just do it every night now? And the answer is, that's a good fucking question. Why don't I just do it every night? I should be doing it every night. But maybe I will. But it's funny, like, as I get older and I just have so many things I want to accomplish that I'm just like, yeah, sleep is really important. I used to not give a shit about sleep, but now it's become a really important thing to me. Like, motherfucker, like, if you text me past 10 p.m., there's a strong likelihood that I am in bed and asleep already, or at least I'd like to be. So I hit that do not disturb button so motherfuckers can't contact me, because you should not be able to have access to me past that time. Yeah, sleep. Jesus Christ. Are you getting good sleep? Does anybody? That's a thing, right? Is anybody out there sleeping well? Because it's just so rare for me that I'm starting to believe that it's impossible. We're all out here worried about shit and thinking about stuff constantly. So your mind is just plagued with whatever's going on or whatever you got to do. And it's either one way or the other, right? Like, it's like you have so much on your mind because you have so much on your plate, or you have nothing on your plate and all you could think about is, why the fuck am I even alive? So I just think the human brain is just it's an interesting place to live. You know what I mean? People are always trying to find something to keep them going. Creativity is awesome. Being an artist is cool. Making music is dope. Designing clothing, painting shit, like, do something. But also go to sleep. Going to sleep is good. There's an art form to it, I think. People glorify not sleeping. And people are like, oh, fuck. The one thing I hate the most is when I get somewhere and I'm tired and somebody's like, well, I only got, like, it's like a competition. Like, oh, well, I only got this many hours of sleep, so you shouldn't even be and it's like, I don't give a fuck how many hours of sleep you got. I'm tired. I am a different person than you. You know, there's different ways people can use their tiredness to be a pain in the ass, because people have figured out how to be a pain in the ass in every possible way, and that's a way that they do it, in being tired, you know. Or people that want to talk to me about getting in shape and shit, and getting a fitness routine going, and they go, yeah, it's hard, I'm tired, you know, and you're supposed to, you know, you start working out and you get energy, and but I just feel tired. And it's like, the secret is we every single person you know is tired all the time. We're all a little fucking tired. The difference is some people just go, fuck it, even though I'm tired, it doesn't matter. And then you kind of get into it. Or you just stay tired and you let the tiredness win. It's like you're arm wrestling with sleep all the time. You ever notice how you're fucking tired when being tired is a bad idea? But when it's a good idea to be tired, like when you're laying in bed at night, you're wide awake. How do you fix that, right? Is there a vaccine for that? No. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Sleep is like the next frontier for me. Because this is the thing. You can go on the internet and find all types of shit about, like, what's going to help you sleep. You can order products and spend a bunch of money. You can take melatonins. Something's going to work for you at some point, I think. So just pick what you want to spend your money on or what information you want to gather. The internet has everything on it. Everything. I was just thinking today about how many people just, like, have got, like, how I'm in an age group where people older than me are kind of like that, like, have, like, kids and shit. And like, you know, my parents' generation and shit, they're, like, on Facebook. And people my age are, like, either on Facebook arguing with their family members or just, like, not on it really at all. And then people younger than us are just, like, all about TikTok and shit. And it's really interesting. I feel like I like that I'm becoming less a part of the new shit. You know what I mean? You ever see somebody who tries to use slang that, like, younger people are using and they just look stupid? I never want to be that person. I never want to be that person who's, like, trying to dress the way the kids are dressing now. Like, you ain't gonna catch me in some fucking baggy dad jeans, some beat up Air Force Ones, and a fucking tie-dye shirt. Like, I'm not that fucking guy. Like, you can never go wrong being classic. I'm a dude, right? So, as a dude, that's what I identify as, by the way. That's me. Yo, you can never go wrong rocking a fucking black t-shirt, some jeans, and a pair of fucking fly kicks or a pair of boots. You can never go wrong. As long as that shit fits you right, you could go anywhere, right? But if I start trying to follow the trends, I will say this. There's some classic tacky shit that I like. I like tacky shit too, right? Like, there's no part of me that would say no to a fucking brand new Jesus piece. If somebody gave me a Jesus piece, just on some hood, old school, that's where I'm from, a Jesus piece would be dope type shit. You know what I mean? I can never say no to that. But there's certain trends I just like. It's just easy to just go classic. Tough guy. But yeah, I don't know. I really think it's funny when old guys start trying to speak young slang. I just feel like that shit is ridiculous. Like, you got to be a little bit embarrassed, right? That feeling is so unique and interesting, and everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. You know that feeling of being embarrassed for someone? Like that secondhand embarrassment. Like when Justin Timberlake starts beatboxing and you're like, man, why are you doing this? You're so fucking good. You don't need to do this. But every time he does it, I'm just like, Jesus, man. Like, and he's not. Do you know what the crazy shit is? He's not bad. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Justin Timberlake is a bad beatboxer. I just don't think he should be doing it. And it's not even on some, he's appropriating. I don't talk like that. Here I go. But all I'm saying is, I just feel like we didn't really ask for it. We did not ask for it, but here it is. You know what I mean? It's like an unsolicited dick pic. It's like, I didn't ask for it, but there it is. Right there in your phone. I don't understand why people send incriminating text messages. Incriminating text messages is the dumbest shit. Like, you're just leaving a trail. And it's like saying shit, whatever, that, but like pictures of your dick. That's a person that doesn't have any friends. Or that's a person that maybe has friends that they shouldn't have anymore. Because if people are encouraging you to do shit like that, then you don't need to be hanging out with those fucking people. But then again, it begs the question, has this ever worked? Have you ever received a dick pic, ladies, and thought, you know what? I'm going to respond positively to this. This has made my day. This is what I've been thinking about all day, and here it is. It just fell right into my lap. That's the power of that the ladies have. It just fall right into your lap. You could just have it. Dudes got to try a little harder. But come with that comes like so many. You're kind of just flipping through a bunch of options that you don't want. But it also begs the question, what about the people that don't have dick pics flying their way or comments on the street flying their way? Maybe they like a little bit of attention too. I don't know. I think Chris Rock was talking about that shit. He was talking about attention. Was it Chris Rock? It might have been Chris Rock. It might have been fucking Kevin Hart. Somebody was talking about attention. A bunch of people have, right? And people love attention. I think people who love attention, and we all do, right? Like, let me not sit here and act like, you know what? I wish that I would get attention for certain things and not attention for other things. Like, I wish I could choose. Like, I wish I got attention for doing this podcast, right? I don't get attention. I do not. I get zero attention for this shit. I don't really promote it that much either, funny enough. For a guy who bitches about no one listening to his podcast, I certainly do not share the fact that this podcast is out. I just never do it. I used to do it all the time. I don't know what the fuck happened. So it's my fault. Anyway, we all love attention, right? But you got to think it's like, it's the way certain people do it that's gross. I almost respect the shameless people, though. People that are shameless about wanting attention. It's kind of like, I don't care for it, but I respect it. It's like, fuck it. You got no shame, fucking do you, you know what I'm saying? But like, motherfuckers that like, because there's the thing, right? There's, social media has made it so you could just get attention anytime you want. It's just free attention. It's just out there. And if you're willing to be a girl who takes off all her clothes or shows pictures of her feet, you'll get all the attention in the world, because a lot of dudes are just fucking weird creeps, and it's never like the hot dudes. It's always like some fucking fat bald guy with 3 strands of hair on his head with a comb over, trying to fucking, who just can't fucking let go, who is giving you attention. But hey, and that guy, he might have a big fat wallet. He might have gotten like revenge successful. Those motherfuckers that were just never cool or popular and feel like women owe them shit. He might be one of those guys, and sometimes, and the problem is with for every woman who goes, ew, that guy's gross, there's another one that'll be like, yeah, but he could buy me a fucking Hermes bag though, so, we just kind of do it to ourselves. Get it how you live it. I get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Drake killed that shit. Y'all don't really get it. I love when Drake says y'all don't really get it. Drake really is one of the fucking best to ever do it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't give a fuck. You cannot deny the fact that this man is talented and has paid his fucking dues. The dude is lyrically talented. He can act. He can sing. He can change haircuts every couple of years, and you'll try to get the same haircut as him. He still has a full head of hair. He's in his fucking 30s. You know how many guys I know wish they could just go, and now I have cornrows, and now I have a little mini afro with a tape up, and I look as Dominican as I possibly can, right? Now I got a fucking one all around Caesar with a tight ass sharp fucking beard that makes me look like I could be on some praise be to Allah type shit. Like, not everybody has that luxury. A lot of my friends have gone bald at young ages, and I don't know what that's like, but I can only imagine. And truth be told, I've thought about this so many times. What would I do if I just started losing my fucking hair? I'd probably wear a hat all the time. I'd just wear a hat. I'd be one of those guys, just always in a fucking hat. Or I would just fucking say fuck it and just shave my shit off. I'd probably do something funny. I'd probably do like a little landing strip on the fucking top, a little mohawk. Let that shit get out of control until it just becomes so pathetic that everybody's like, come on, man, just fucking come on. You're making everybody uncomfortable. Looks like you just glued that shit to your, it looks like you walked around in a barbershop and picked up whatever you could find on the floor and glued it to your head. Right? I don't want to, you don't want to be that person. Do not be that person. But yeah, we love attention. We love attention, and anybody who says they don't give a fuck about attention, they might be telling the truth. I'm not going to sit here and be like, everybody say they don't give a fuck about attention is lying. I don't think they're lying. I think they might not give a fuck about attention. But I think that you got to watch the behavior of a person. Because people that don't give a fuck about attention, they just move in silence. They move in silence. They might not even have a social media account. They might not have they might have a flip phone. They might donate to a charity or some shit, but you don't know because it's not performative. It's just for goodness sake. There's people out there being good for goodness sake. It restores my faith in humanity. I also was walking down the street and saw a guy punch another guy in the face so fucking hard that the guy fell on the ground and twisted his ankle. It was the craziest shit in the world. And the first thing I thought was, shouldn't have been talking shit. Nobody hits somebody that fucking hard for no reason. Listen. And then some white dude was like, is it safe to walk that way? I said, I mean, that guy just got knocked the fuck out, but I think you're good. Listen, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Listen, questions, concerns, comments, hit me up at CoreyHasAPodcast@gmail.com for the fucking millionth time. And also for the millionth time, take care of yourself. Take care of the people you love. Keep them close. Let them know you love them while you can, because you never know what could happen. Keep listening to the show. Please share it with your friends. Share it on your social. And have a great day. Have a great evening. And I'll talk to you all soon. Later.